Russia quarreled in disaster. Putin suddenly received sad news from Russia's largest oil depot. Russia suffered a serious disaster again when a fire broke out from a Russian oil depot. The fire started when oil was controlled by Russia. The fire started to flare up violently when missiles targeted that facility. The oil depot is believed to be located near Russian-controlled Makiivka in the Donetsk region, eastern Ukraine. As we all know, the Ukrainian attacks have had a significant impact on the loss and wear and tear of the Russian army. Now is the time to give the missiles to Ukraine so they can start causing great damage to Moscow. Only when the Russian people start receiving the same sanctions will they be able to expose Putin and put an end to the aimless war. This meaning, it is time for Putin to pay for what he did to the Ukrainian people. Before that, I didn't think Putin would invade if Ukraine was part of NATO, but as always, we have to kneel before the invaders if they get upset. Those who always plot expansion and ambition for hegemony will never give a little freedom to other countries and their neighbors. Tragic end will happen, just one after another. This is what happens when you choose a fight. According to a source, a series of Russian attacks have been repelled by the Ukrainian army with 12 strong positions, causing serious losses in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions in the past 24 hours. Another source added that Russian troops have also entered other nearby areas. Things are going on tense between the parties. Meanwhile, a statement was released showing that Russian forces continue to attack important positions of the country such as factories, and many other bunkers. This makes their industry affected by this. Luckily foreign aid will come and relieve that, but Russia can do this so Ukraine will rely on Russian industry in the future. The things that Russia has to suffer next will be bigger and bigger. Russia has to pay for this. For loss and damage. Generations of Russia will be deeply indebted to the Ukrainian people for what their leaders decided today. Never forget and forgive. On the other hand, Russia is preparing for new attacks on Ukrainian factories such as steel mills, which Russia has identified as having resistance members. After mass evacuation of people from vulnerable positions, Russian plans were deployed. According to Mariupol Mayor Vadim Boychenko, about 200 civilians are believed to still be in the steel mills. He said that 100,000 people are still living in Mariupol as a whole.